Hello, and welcome to Chapter 29, Goal Traps. In Chapter 25, we talked about values traps, specifically thoughts along the lines of our not being good enough. As we described, this kind of thinking can actually get in the way of our peace of mind and act like a dragging anchor as we try to move toward our goals. In this chapter, we'll talk about goal traps. This type of trap can take several forms. One form is similar to the good enough trap from Chapter 25 and shows up when our goal is tied to some standard or rule that may be reasonable, but nonetheless causes us distress and soaks up a lot of our energy in the pursuit of that goal. If it seems we can never be happy with who or where we are, we may be caught in this kind of not enough trap. A second trap is the flip side of the I'm not good enough goal trap. These goals involve our needing other people to change. For my coworker to be more reliable. For my own mother to be less judgmental. For my teen to be less anxious because his anxiety makes me anxious. Obviously, trying to control people or impatiently waiting for them to change is enormously frustrating and a real energy drain. There may be some things we can do about these other folks, and more on that later. But if our goal is dependent on another's behavior or thinking or feeling, we're going to be stressed. A third type of goal trap has to do with feelings. If we set a goal of feeling a particular way, such as contentment, or not feeling a particular way, anxiety for example, we will certainly become frustrated. As we've discussed earlier, emotions are virtually impossible to control, so they often aren't the best goal to aim for. Additionally, emotions such as anxiety may very well be an inevitable part of a situation that leads to another valued goal. Your teen's anxiety before trying out for a team or the school play, for example. Becoming a parent was the most anxiety-provoking thing I have ever done or will do. If my goal were to be never anxious, I would need to eliminate so many other valued goals in my life. So, what to do to avoid these goal traps? Try thinking of each of your goals as a behavior or a set of behaviors. Something another person can see us do or hear us say. This might involve how we treat ourselves or others or things we want to do. For example, there may be things we can do to support our coworker in being more reliable, or encourage our teen to face their anxieties in the hope that, with experience, anxiety will be less a part of a given situation. You learned about the acronym SMART in the last chapter. Goals work best when they are specific, meaningful, allowing for anxiety, realistic, and trackable. Try closing your eyes and imagine yourself being the you that you want to be. Think of that drone view as you observe yourself. You may notice thoughts and feelings that show up, which you can label and make room for, as we've talked about already. But what I think you will mostly notice from that drone perspective is you doing. You're a parent among many roles, and you get stuff done. You solve problems, you cope with difficult situations. And you're teaching your teen to do the same. Over the next week or so, check this out to see if it isn't so. When you're at your best, the transient thoughts and feelings are there, of course, but the focus is on the doing. The you that you want to be is at heart a doer. Your best goals are action-oriented as well as smart. Thanks for watching.